good afternoon. You are still live on Ghana Talks Radio, and it's time for the cubicle with me, Lansa Haruna. It's 31 minutes past 2 p.m. here in Ghana, and we are streaming from Anya in the Greater Accra region. It's sunny Wednesday in the capital, with a lot of issues ongoing, especially in the spheres of politics. Looking at some of these particular stories that are coming up and what they mean for us all, or the ordinary Ghanaian. But before, like I always say, the cubicle is a platform for discussions on the issues that affect us as people of our communities, our societies, and Ghana. But most importantly on this show is all about the young person's perspective. So from wherever you are tuning in, I want to welcome you to the cubicle live on Ghana Talks Radio with me, Lansa Haruna. We are live on www.ghanatalksradio.com. You can also enjoy this particular session with our app, the GTR app, which you can easily download on all app stores, be it Google Play Store, App Store on Apple, Huawei App Gallery, or even Amazon. You can have the GTR app wherever you are on your mobile devices. You can also watch the stream live on YouTube and on Facebook at Ghana Talks Radio. And I also want to hear from you on the issues or the topics that we'll be discussing later in the show. Today we're looking at the U-turn that was made, or the reversal by the road ministry or the minister for road. Road tolls are coming back again, or they're coming back. And this is no issue that we're supposed to be talking about, but the thing is that once upon a time road tolls were already in the system. But against council, against the constitution, against logic, the road minister decided to scrap road tolls. And at that time, people were like, bro, you cannot be looking for money, you cannot be looking for revenue as a country, and you are removing one of the traditional sources of revenue for the country or for the government. But they stopped the decision, and then they removed the what they call it, the road tolls as a tax on Ghanaians. But today news is that the road tolls will be back. So we'll look at that one. And just coming down to the minority in parliament are making a fresh request over the National Cathedral project. This project is just on the necks of Ghanaians. Yet again, the minority are asking more questions about the National Cathedral. So we'll look at that one too, but I want to know, what are your thoughts? This particular project has divided Ghana into the middle. Yeah. Even though it seems that most people or most Ghanaians will not fancy that particular project at this time, or never at all. But the government or the president insists that this project must be fulfilled or must see the light of day. So we'll look at the National Cathedral project again, and then we zone in on a presidential hopeful or presidential candidate hopeful for one of the biggest parties in Ghana, the ruling party, the New Patriotic Party, NPP, and he is Mr. Alan Kyeremanten, aka Mr. Alan Cash. He has been on campaign trail And one of his statements that's making news right now, he says that Ghana needs transformational leaders, and that he is the one for Ghana. I will look at his statement and assess it to see whether or not it has some validity, looking at the fact that he has been in government for almost 8 years, just recently resigning from his post as a trade minister. But who knows, maybe he is the one for Ghana. We look at that one too right here on the cubicle. I also want to get to know your thoughts on these issues. You can send your thoughts later in the show on the comment section on Facebook and the live chat box on YouTube at Ghana Talks Radio. When the things go harder, stronger than Umaga. My name is Lassa Lawrence, and I'm taking a short break here to come back and continue with our discussion. Still can stay with me. I'll be back on this show for the discussion in or after the short break. We'll be right back here.
On the 25th of March 2023, Koforidua is going to turn up. Yeah. Ghana Talks Radio invades the city with the GTR Pool and Games Night Party. Saturday, the 25th of March 2023, live at the Canadian Dream Hotel. 2 streams. Koforidua. Time is 3 p.m. till next day. Rate is a cool 40 Ghana cedis at the gate. Advance. Grab 2 tickets. 70 Ghana cedis. There's going to be lots of games, raffle draws, and giveaways. Artists performing live. Strongman. Contact Kill Song, Rashid Metal, Silence, Ken Clay, Omar Benner, Ken Millie, Katkis, Mr. G, Ants Blade, Obey, Tishan Ruler, Rainfall, and Johnny K, MCs, DJ Kinino, and Kobe Slim, DJ Slim B, DJ Rich, DJ Kobe Ray, DJ Charm, and DJ Raw. Grab your ticket from Canadian Dream Hotel for live haircut, Lumen Park, Rumors Park, Bright FM, Eastern FM, Freedom FM, Mine FM, and KTU Campus. Sponsor, Thames Flow Investments Limited, Thames Metal Corporation, GTR Sound, and BB Superfine Bakery. For sponsorship and ticket reservation, call 0202-544-614 or visit www.GhanaTalksRadio.com for more information. As a GTR Pool and Games Night Party, chill with the stars.
Wait, what? What happened? And what did you do? Have you ever heard a story or a dilemma that had you wanting more? Have you ever been in a situation with no one to turn to? Well, come and talk to Nans. Join us for Storytime every 2 weeks. Storytime is where we discuss your issues and give you advice with guest speakers. Look at it as your sister helping you out, giving you advice, and just having a good old conversation. So make sure you email us all of your issues and dilemmas now at storytime@GhanaTalksRadio.com. That's storytime@GhanaTalksRadio.com. Make sure you tune in. That's every 2 weeks. Every second Sunday on Ghana Talks Radio at 2 p.m. Listen back by visiting the podcast section on www.GhanaTalksRadio.com. We're waiting for you.
Every occasion demands the company of good music that fits the purpose. At GTR Sounds, we understand your need to create just the right atmosphere for your wedding or engagement, party, funeral, crusade, political campaign or rally, or just any other event, as well as executive and corporate functions. With our modern and high-quality spinning machines, mixers, microphones, and power amplifiers, binary speakers, and subs, we offer the highest of sound quality and music play at events and functions. At GTR Sounds, we have a team of seasoned and highly experienced sound engineers who understand just the right choice of music for your event. Locate our studios at Aponchi Hotel in Anya or call our numbers 054-8522-897 or 027-3363-973. You can also reach via our email sounds@GhanaTalksRadio.com. At GTR Sounds, we take care of your event.
Ecstatic made it.
Yeah, nobody feeling that way I'm feeling tonight. Yeah, and I have the hope that things will be alright. Yeah. So we're feeling irate.
Yes, So welcome back to the Cubicle Live on Ghana Talks Radio. I will be starting on the Cathedral front, where the minority are demanding that the government abrogates the contract for the National Cathedral. Reading from Ghana Talks Radio, we have here minority in parliament makes fresh request over National Cathedral project, and what they are saying is that the minority in parliament has called on President Nana Akufo-Addo, the President of the Republic of Ghana, to abrogate the National Cathedral project. Since a year after the commencement of the project, no progress has been witnessed. So for 1 year after the start of the project, no progress has been witnessed. In a news conference on Tuesday, the caucus argued that the delay will cost the nation more, and in the era of this difficulty, the government ought not to prioritize this project. So they're basically saying that the project is lying down, it's not being worked on. 1 year after it started, there's no progress, and once it's there, it is lying down, it is still sinking in money, as it keeps sinking in by itself. So for them, they say that no, the best thing is to end the contract, to just terminate the contract, and then try and minimize the cost that the cathedral is costing the country. This is not new from the minority. They have always been against the National Cathedral project, just as a lot of Ghanaians as well. I'm joined by Mr. Samuel Derek, who's going to help us have some insight in these discussions. This thing is not a new topic. What do you call it? National Cathedral is not a new topic. But what do you make of this particular call by the minority that the government should just put it close to that particular project?
All right. Thank you to our lovely viewers. Good afternoon to everybody. Once we are alive, we thank God. Another day is here. We are here to discuss what is worrying us in our country as a nation. And I would say that the cathedral thing, I don't know where it's coming from, but what I know is that
you know it's coming from the presidency. You know it's where it's coming from.
No, I don't know where it's coming from. Doesn't mean I'm not saying it's coming from the presidency or something. Nobody should get me wrong. I know that the presidency is saying this. The minority too is saying this. I know that. But where the issue is coming from, that is where I'm not getting it. Like,
so what's the issue?
They are saying that the president should abrogate the contract, right?
Yeah.
But initially, when it was initiated, we heard that it was a private partnership thing that they were doing. And moreover, I heard them soliciting for funds from different corporate worlds. So where does it lie that you abrogate whatever?
But you are aware that the government has actually spent some money. I think this is the only budget that the National Cathedral was not even factored.
Yes, I am aware.
I hope I'm not mistaken. But the government has spent more than $18 billion or budgeted even $18 million for the cathedral. There's no way it's just going to be
so them budgeting for that, and they've started or they've not. So all of a sudden you go there and you tell them that let's abrogate. Remember, they clearing the place. There were buildings there that they had to demolish and pay some certain amounts to the people who had their buildings destroyed. So what about that one? So we spend that money and it's off. Please, they should rethink. I know that the minority are saying something better for us, but the thing is that they've entered it already.
So they should finish it.
Yes.
So you are now supporting the National Cathedral project?
No, I am not saying that. So far as you've started, if you put a stop to it, fine.
So they are saying
then
that
what will happen? We have to look at the consequences.
What they are saying is that at this time, the amount of money that we are going to be spending too much as a country in that project is not. You cannot substantiate that. You cannot actually make an argument for that. So the best thing is to what? So I say we should use public money to build a cathedral.
The public money to build a cathedral.
Yeah, the National Cathedral.
Oh no, I'm not saying that.
Because they should continue. So how would they continue?
We should so they should find a different way out in getting the money to complete the project. It's not always that we have to depend on the public. You remember when we were about to build the Flagstaff House during Kufuor's time? the issue came up. Where is the money coming from? He said India was supposed to help us build, and there were a whole lot of issues that went on, but still, they built it. Now, it's there. It's a nice edifice that is there. I think the cathedral thing is worth it, but where the money is coming from, that has caused the issue. Whether it's from the government alone or is from the other partners, I think private people. Yes, corporate.
So the minority also saying that not just the building itself or the contractors or anything, but it has a board of trustees and secretariat.
Yes.
And all of these, they say, depend on the public purse for their remunerations. So their remunerations. So all their monies that they are being paid, the board of trustees, but it's not small money.
It's not small money.
So for that 1 year that there's nowhere going on, that's still taking
they are still taking their money. So
and it's a cost to a nation.
So if they ascertain to that part, then we have to find a solution by stopping those people. If work is not going on, then I think you shouldn't take money, right? Because there is no work. Let's see, you have a contractor who has the workers. If there is no work, the contractor will not work. He is not being paid. The workers are not being paid. Why you, the board of trustees, you are sitting there, you are being paid?
They're working behind the scenes and they are trying to get the money for the project.
So you are being paid?
Yeah, that's their work to do.
But there is no work.
Their work is not to come to the ground.
That is what they will say. That is what they say. But with us, we are not seeing
the evidence of their work.
Yes, we are not seeing the evidence. Hey, I can sit here and say that I'm working, but maybe I'm not. And every day I will take the money that I'm taking. Hey, trust me, most of the parliamentarians in there, we don't hear them talk.
But they're in committees, they are...
Chairman, committees.
In parliament, they cannot all talk. For example, whenever there's a debate, there are a number of MPs who can actually contribute to a debate.
Yes,
so
yes. But once in a while, at least, we have to hear you talk.
I remember one time, they said there was a constituency that their MP had never spoken in parliament.
Never.
For three different, regimes.
Yes. Why?
That was 12 years.
Only you.
So one day they begged her that she should please just open her mouth and
say something so that we will know that there is something going on. You two, you are part. Maybe you are working in other sectors, doing committee parts. You are doing this, you are doing that. But here in parliament, we want to hear you talk. That is the same thing applying to whatever is happening with the cathedral. The cathedral thing is very nice. When I saw the design and everything, I was interested in that thing. I liked it. But the aspect of them getting the money to do that project, that is where the problem lies. And their communication is very poor. They didn't tell us where exactly they are going to get the money from.
Told you, they said they'll get the money from private individuals.
Where are the private people?
They are doing a public campaign for fundraising.
So where?
They are doing
up till now.
No, but the issue with most Ghanaians have is that when you told us it's going to be private partnership and corporations and stuff, at the end of it, we saw some money in the budget that you are giving to and that was the reasons why when the finance minister was they were trying to censure the finance minister because you said this is not a public project. Then all of a sudden we see monies being pumped into $80-something million organized in that particular project. Yes. And estimates is that the project will actually cost this 700 or 1.3 billion according to Kudjetoa Black. So it's big money.
It's a big money.
It's huge. Spend it on Ghana public, we can't pay at this time.
We can't. Even right now.
So is the minority justified in their call?
Well, one way they are justified.
In which way?
The other way they are not.
Which way?
In this way that I'm saying that they are justified is that yes, people are standing by enjoying some monies that they are not working for, proving to us that they have a cause to do those things. And that is where they are justified at. But the other aspect is that, have you considered that after breaking everything, they have paid monies? So should we just abrogate? Stop. Then what happens to the land? What happens then? That's all. I know that definitely they've started something. Maybe the foundation. They've started the foundation, digging and all those stuff. So right now, they've dug. So we've stopped. So they have to go and cover. That one too will cost money.
If you see the fund, the hole that was there or that was still there as a project, You'll be ashamed.
Yes,
bro.
we are ashamed of certain things that our government consistently they do to us. They think that they are taking us, excuse me for my language, as fools. That is what we don't understand ourselves. So they are just playing us. That is what they think they are doing. But they don't know that one day the fool will wake up and things might change and woe. Because hey, they've done this cathedral thing several times. I've heard a lot of people, and the churches and the pastors that are behind these things. Why don't you tell your church members, hey, today we have to put in some money. We are going to support the government with this amount. Because every day, the money that the church is making is serious. Sundays, especially. Or even people are going for Wednesday service. So why can't you find another alternative to bring in money so that the project will start? Then people will see that, yes, there is something going on. Instead of you sitting behind the scenes and you are saying you are working and taking money, but we are not seeing anything. Hey, are you a shadow player? We are not seeing nothing.
I think it's point well made. So let's see what. But we all know that President Adon Kwaku is not letting go of that project, no matter what happens. Let's just hope that, for me, the project should not be costed on the purse of Ghana. That's what
That one.
And the reason is yes, because for me it's not because it's a national cathedral.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people are making argument that Ghana is a secular state. There's nothing to prioritize, but this kind of edifices symbolize is a symbol for the spirit of we as Ghanaians.
Yes.
So, for example, we can have a national mosque, a national cathedral, a national shrine.
And even the national mosques that you are talking about, what do? They had their funding from somewhere and they built it without us knowing anything.
So you see what I'm talking about. So what I'm saying is that these places, like for example, Independence Square, AICC, National Theatre, all those things are just edifices that give us pride as Ghanaians.
Yes.
So imagine that we just woke up one day and the cathedral just flew and just dropped to the ground. Ghanaians would have loved it.
Yes.
It's a good idea. And people will come.
Yes.
If it doesn't bring 1,000 people, to bring 500 people.
Yes.
But the fact that President Adon Kwaku said that it is a private project that he wants to do to fulfill God's
prophecy.
To as thank you to God, then you should not be charged on Ghana's purse.
But okay, so another way of even generating money to help do this thing is that look at Independence Square. People go there during Easter festivities, like the Crusades, especially December 31st. You get ICGC and people going there. The monies that they raise from that side, where do they take the money to?
It goes to do maintenance, bro.
Maintenance. That one I will say on the fact that I've been there. There is no maintenance. They don't do any maintenance there. That place, is in a mess. It's in a mess. They don't do anything there. I've been there. I have videos to show.
For Ghana, our maintenance culture is actually very poor.
So if you are not maintaining the place and you want to build a national cathedral, why the monies that you are generating from there?
How much? That's the issue. Sometimes you have to look at how much.
How much? So still they pay. Even if it's small, they pay. So at least if you take, there is one thing that we are not noticing. If I take one CD from you, and at least I buy fish or a meat bar, I show it to you. I use your one CD to buy this. Then your heart will be at peace that, at least when I gave this one CD, they bought this. But we are giving you this maybe 50,000 and we are not seeing anything. People have the cause to complain. That is the problem that we have. If it's 50,000, go and buy the iron rods. Put it there. Let us see. People can go and testify, we saw it, 50,000 is there. Then they have the cause to help. But if you are not showing us anything, hey, chairman, we can't.
Interesting. Yeah, the National Cathedral, like I said, becomes an albatross in the next of we Ghanaians. The majority sentiments is that it should not be costed on the Ghanaian purse, but some way somehow we are still paying for it as a group or as a country. Let's see what the president says. The majority have made their position clear, and then the committee keeps going. We take a break at this.
Continue to pay.
Yeah. Well, no, we'll continue to pay as Ghanaians. Let's take a short break at this point. When we come back, we look at the road tolls. It's going to be road tolls are being reintroduced in the system after it was removed by force. So when we come back, we discuss that one. We're still live on the Cape Live on Ghana Talks. We'll right back after the short break. Yeah.
What's up, people? I go by the name Coin Takra. Now what's the level? Bang, now listen, time it's Coin Takra every Friday on Ghana Talks Radio, 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Somewhere I'm winning with the dial bit. I got another segment for you guys. Now listen, it's all about the up and coming round table. You be rapper, you dey sing, or you feel say you get talent, you get songs. No, listen, send your song and picture via round table at GhanaTalksRadio.com or just WhatsApp us on 020-254-4614. Up and coming artist round table. Now listen, every week beyond we go select 10 best artists. Our judges go day studio. Best one. But we never forget the fans and on all social media and on our street and so on. Then go vote. Nobody can know. We go invite them for studio and we get surprises for the artists what you see. So last Friday of every month we go invite the first week, second week, third week in your D Kangno. Near the Wama Bus Studio and we get so many prizes for the soldiers. So up and coming round table. If you be artist, Charlie, just put a song there. You go blow them. One and you corner. Be a mammy at that. Wadding. Jajai.
Now me because then legendary, your one and only host for Nigerian Rendezvous. I feel like make you join me every Wednesdays and Saturdays from 12 to 1:30 p.m. as I go to summer you with the latest news and gist directly from Obodo, Nigeria. Don't forget to still catch up on all our previous episodes of Nigerian Rendezvous on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Facebook Podcast, and via our website www.GhanaTalksRadio.com, or make you Google carry us for your pocket by downloading our Ghana Talks Radio app via Android, Google Play, and iOS App Store. Make you feel they enjoy our other Sengemenge shows. Follow us on our social media platforms at Ghana Talks Radio for other interesting story where they draw from our automat. No talks here, I no tell you. Omo yami, oya jima soon.
Ecstatic made it.
Yeah. Nobody feeling that way I'm feeling.
So welcome back to the Quebec Live on Ghana Talks with me, Sahara. I'm still here with Mr. Asama Derek, and we are moving to the road to story. Back in, I think that was last year when there was a lot of backlash against or at the road minister, because he actually decided to abolish road tolls. I think that was the time they were trying to bring e-levy. Yeah. What happened here? People were like surprised because, bro, you're looking for money, trying to raise revenue, and then you said you want to what? You want to remove road tolls. I remember even the minority he was called to parliament to explain himself, because as a minister you cannot make a decision at that kind of decision to just remove road tolls, because the constitution actually provides for something like that. But it happened, Ghana, what the president or what the executive wants is what's happening. So yeah, we got used to not paying road tolls. They were actually news that road tolls were used as public latrines and stuff. So people, it was interesting. But today, there are news that it's going to come back, and a rate toll reduction, and then there's a possible 80% increment on the particular, what do you call it, the last rate that people were paying or drivers were paying. I'm trying to get an item that we can, brief ourselves with. But this is what is happening. So there's mixed reactions for Ghana after government plans to reintroduce road tolls in the country. Leaked documents to the Roads and Highway Ministry from Finance Minister. So the Finance Minister actually, showed he proposed the new road tolls as part of what plans to reintroduce the toll. Government stopped collecting road tolls in November 2021 as the Finance Minister announced for Parliament the introduction of e-levy. According to the government, the e-levy was to widen the tax net, this particular argument, and allow more Ghanaians to pay some e-levy. But The E-levy people are not paying as that we thought it will raise money. So it was 2021 that the road tolls were removed, but it's going to come back, bro. This is like it's like you are giving your, is it your child job money? And he say, "Oh, I'm not gonna take again. I get my own money. I'm not gonna take again." Then later I say, "Oh, Bruno, give me back my money. Give me back my job money." What do you make of the decision or the news coming up that potentially the road tolls will be reintroduced into the system?
Well, the news came as a surprise to me. I was thinking that time I was in the car and I heard the news that the road tolls will be reintroduced, and I was like, really, what's happening? So one thing that I need to state clear is that I think the finance minister and the road ministry, they are being inconsistent with us. They are going back and forth. They don't know what to do. So it's either one of them or both of them should step down for somebody who knows where to take us to, take the mantle and do justice to whatever he or she would do. Because we were here and you said, oh, road tolls should be abolished, so that you think that you are coming to introduce e-levy, which you think is much bigger than the road toll. But I think that they made a statement concerning the road toll, which was that they think that there was misuse somewhere. People, the monies that they were supposed to generate, the people are taking some of the money or so. That was what is happening. And one way or the other, I have to say that Ghanaians too, we are thieves.
What I say, bro? What I say?
We are thieves.
What do you mean by we are thieves, bro?
Listen. So somebody at the road collection center point, he is supposed to take the toll on behalf of government. They have these tickets that they are giving to the drivers, and it is alleged that some take the tickets, they have two double, so they give one to you, which is one for the government. They take 1 cedi, one for me, 1 cedi. So exchange. They do that for a long time. They were getting a lot of money, because imagine 1,000 cars passing by every blessed day times the week. Chairman, this is huge, and they were making money from it. So I think that the system that was not working for them was that they hadn't put in place a structure to see the monies that were coming and ask questions to what was happening over there. Because I think we are some kind of people who try to relax, and whenever we gain power, we are in authority, we relax and give the position to people to do. And then when they are doing it, we don't go to the grounds to check whatever they are doing. So they do whatever thing that they like over there. You are collecting a toll. What I'm saying is that if Kaswa, where they were taking the toll, up till now, their roads, there is a problem with it. So why do you take road toll? The reason that you do that is that you are taking the money to what? To rehabilitate the roads and help build others. But you were taking the money. There was no rehabilitation.
So are you aware that the road minister at a point in time said that those who are not seeing the roads they are constructing in Ghana, then they are blind, like, you guys are back, they have to speed up and catch up with it.
Well, maybe.
So they have built the roads. Maybe they thought that they've built all the roads they had to build.
Maybe he is thinking of something else, but we are not seeing it.
Are you aware of the year of roads?
A year of which roads? Which kind of roads? If I was to be the road minister, this is what I would do. Most of the times we've concentrated on the highways, always. So maybe he's building some roads deep in Axim thereabout. Yes, where they need roads too. But in Accra here, there are short roads, short paths that you need to make. you have to construct those roads before you concentrate on what the major ones. When you do that,
you don't see those roads.
I'm not seeing it. Anya, your road here, look at this road.
Our road is good.
It's good. It's good for you.
Oh, come on.
Always those people plying on this road are complaining of their cars.
Actually, but there's one junction over there. What do you call it? Is it Banyan?
Bayan.
I don't understand why. Just when you just at the curve there.
Yes.
I don't know. Is it potholes or
It's a manhole.
Or wells or
It
what?
is a manhole.
Why can't they fix that?
So this is one of the problems that we are facing. I don't want to compare apples with oranges, because in the US, somebody came down from the US. He said when he went back, he spent only, I think, almost 6 months or getting to a year or so. And that person went back. When he went back, he was like, the road that he has been passing on almost every day, they have changed the place. He nearly got lost. Because every blessed day, they were constructing. They wouldn't wait for that small pothole to become a manhole before they will come and work on it. That is why we are taking road tolls. They take the toll, then they use it to fix the roads. But you are taking the tolls, but the roads are still destroying. They are just there. They are waiting.
So you don't feel that they should reintroduce the road
So
tolls?
if you are introducing it, please, you are inconsistent. Somebody will ask you, why now? Do you need the money?
Yes, they need. Government needs a lot of money.
Back then you weren't interested in the money. Now you need the money. Now we are not ready to pay too. And we too, we are tired. We have accepted the fact that, you have given us some free chance for us to relax. I think what he did was a strategical something that he did. So the strategy was that, let me remove the road toll from there, then drivers will be at ease a bit. But the drivers were complaining about the fuel prices, the increments. So let me remove the road toll. So you don't pay road toll. So at least it is compensating you a bit. But trust me, this lie is a big lie. And it has come to bear now that you need the money. You should have continued with the road toll. Take your money, but do the right thing. That is what I was citing. The example: if I take 1 CD from you and I buy maybe this, and I show it to you, I bought 1 CD, I use your 1 CD to buy this, you will be glad that you bought it. The moment you take the toll, and like Kaswa example, if the money that you took for the whole month, one day somebody is plying on the road and he sees a contractor there working seriously on the road, he will be like, wow, so our road tolls that we are paying, you are using it, but you are taking the toll, we are not seeing anything. Now I heard, this is what they are saying. They are trying to tell us that with the Nkrumah, the motorway, they want, specifically, they wanted to do some interchanges over there, which they need money for the contractor. But it is in the agreement that after construction, they will be taking some tolls there, right? Good. If for that highway you are going to do that, please do that, because that highway, there are a lot of over 1 million cars pass there every blessed day. So imagine that you were collecting how many years now? 2021 that you stopped, 22, 23, 2 years. So 1 million times the 2 years, you've lost huge sums of money. It's gone.
So let me just get the prices that we're going to pay now, or the proposed new prices that users or road users will pay. Motorbike, which was 10 pesos, will now be paying 50 pesos. Car, 50 pesos will pay 1 CD.
1 CD.
Pickup 4x4 vehicles was paying 1 CD, will now pay 150 pesos. Light buses, they used to pay 1 CD. So we had light buses, Mami Wagon, they all used to pay 1 CD, then the 4x4 vehicles, now they're all paying 150 pesos. Heavy buses, light good trucks, 2 axles, minimum, they used to pay 150 pesos, now paying 2 CDs.
Yes.
Medium good trucks, heavy good trucks, They used to pay 2 cedis, now they're paying 3 cedis. If you go to that's 5 or more houses, 250 pesos. Now they're paying 350 pesos.
Yes.
Then I have agricultural tractor and then agricultural tractor with trailer, 50 pesos, and they're all paying 1 cedi. So basically, either 1 cedi increment or 50 pesos.
Or 50 pesos.
And the average percentage increment is 88%.
88%.
I think there's good money. It's good money for the government. What do you say?
Well,
just briefly, and also, one of the reasons why they removed the road toll was that they wanted us to say that, we are bringing e-levy.
Yes.
So let us remove the road toll to reduce the pressure on
the citizens.
Now they are bringing the road tolls
back again.
It actually increased it and adding it to the e-levy at a time where we are so suffering as Ghanaians. What do you think it will happen to the ordinary Ghanaian having to pay e-levy and then the kind of conditions that we are living in as a country now, and then having to pay higher road tolls?
So this is what I would say. I'm thinking of something here. What they are doing is a good move for them to get money.
This ingenious move, bro.
Oh wait, it's a good move for them to get money, but a bad move for them in the coming elections and in every subsequent situation that we find ourselves in. Because right now, people who are paying 1 cedi are now going to pay 1 cedi 50 pesos. Please, why don't you take the 1 cedi? You get it? Why don't you still continue with your 1 cedi? Continue with your 2 cedi. Continue with your whatever. The same amount, but gradually then you can increase. So it's a strategy that you need to put to bear. Take your 1 cedi as you used to, so that they wouldn't feel the pressure. Now you are going to take 1 cedi 50 pesos. Okay, imagine I give you 50 cedis. Change for me, and you are not getting that 50 pesos there. You see how people will quarrel over 50 pesos. Over 50 pesos. People will quarrel over 50 pesos. So I think that the 50 pesos there they are putting on, yes, it's money. But please, take your 1 cedi as you used to. Then people will not feel the pressure there. But the moment you add 50 pesos to it, you are going to break the pressure. And people are going to complain. Even with us passengers, the drivers and the mates are going to use that one as an excuse. Then you are causing chaos in our country. People are going to talk now. But I'm saying that there is inconsistency in this present administration. The road ministry and the finance ministry, they don't know where to take the money from, and they are not being truthful to us.
Be honest with Ghanaians, yeah.
They are not being honest to us. They are just saying things that is on their heart. What they feel that they want to say, then they will say. If you like it or not, you take it or leave it. I've said it.
That is what happens with the e-levy. That's what happened with the e-levy, the road tolls, and even the debt exchange program. A lot of Ghanaians are still suffering because of these inconsistencies and insincerity, right?
Yes.
Insincerity against the people of Ghana by the executive or by the ministers of state in this administration.
Sometimes I will say that I don't blame Nanado for anything. Sometimes, but other times I blame him, because if you are listening, you are a president, and you say that you are a mother to everybody, you listen.
No, it's a father to everybody.
Mother, father, whoever. Because here in Ghana, we are not thinking about you being a mother or a father. You are both, right? So if you listen to us, you listen to your people, you are not going to sit back for a road minister to abolish road toll. You call him to order. Why are you abolishing it? Then he explains. When he explains, if it's a national emergency thing that you have to call, you call for a meeting. Then you find solutions to it before it comes out. There have been always problems with them, with their communication. This person will say that I have done this without the notice of the other person. Then they try to bring issues up. Then one has to find a way of covering it up. Now look at the mess that you are causing right now. He abolished it. Amakota, where is he now?
You know what? Let's take a break and explain. Let's take a break.
He should come and explain. He is the person who said that, oh, I have abolished it. There is no need for roto. Now they are bringing it. Come and explain.
That one there, yeah. I remember him saying that clearly. Like I said, it demonstrates, what I just say, it demonstrates the inconsistencies. Let's take a big at this point. We come always out of time. When we come and look at the Kyeremanten statement, not just him, the presidential hopefuls are seeing a lot of big things, bro. When we come and we review them, stay with as well as live on the Cubicle Live on Ghana Talks. We'll be right back after the short break.
Hello Ghana, hello worldwide, and I'm with level band. Now listen, every Tuesday and Friday, beyond the time it's going to carry bro. Our Ghana Talks Radio, 7 p.m. sharp. Now Tuesday, we're gonna talk about our culture, our history. My 20 things set about Kwasem. Now on the Friday, you bars on bars. You better rap, you better say it. No artists go join me in the studio. We're gonna discuss about music and business. Konya, or you singer, and now you rapper, you think say you get bars. You go fi spit fire. Now listen, make you join me with studios. Our Ghana Talks Radio, and yes, say then our day. Me say download the Ghana Talks Radio app, no, our Play Store, any App Store. No tune in, and say this what I say, Baba Life on Facebook, Instagram, any Ghana Talks Radio page, and so now listen. I bet you fire 1 year, Konya, Wading, Jajan.
Present legendary, your one and only host for Nigerian Rendezvous. I feel like make you join me every Wednesdays and Saturdays from 12 to 1:30 p.m. as I go to summer you with the latest news and gist directly from Obodo, Nigeria. Don't forget, say you still catch up on all our previous episodes of Nigerian Rendezvous on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Facebook Podcast, and via our website www.GhanaTalksRadio.com, or make it Google carry us for your pocket by downloading our Ghana Talks Radio app via Android, Google Play, and iOS App Store. Make you feel the enjoy our other Sengemenge shows. Follow us on our social media platforms at Ghana Talks Radio for other interesting story where they draw from our automat. No talks here, I no tell you. Omo yami, oya jima soon.
Every occasion demands the company of good music that fits the purpose. At GTR Sounds, we understand your need to create just the right atmosphere for your wedding or engagement, party, funeral, crusade, political campaign or rally, or just any other event, as well as executive and corporate functions. With our modern and high-quality spinning machines, mixers, microphones, and power amplifiers, binary speakers, and subs, we offer the highest of sound quality and music play at the events and functions. At GTR Sounds, we have a team of seasoned and highly experienced sound engineers who understand just the right choice of music for your event. Locate our studios at Aponchi Hotel in Anya or call our numbers 054-8522-897 or 027-3363-973. You can also reach via our email sounds@GhanaTalksRadio.com. At GTR Sounds, we take care of your event.
Wait, what? What happened? And what did you do? Have you ever heard a story or a dilemma that had you wanting more? Have you ever been in a situation with no one to turn to? Well, come and talk to Nans. Join us for story time every 2 weeks. Story time is where we discuss your issues and give you advice with guest speakers. Look at it as your sister helping you out, giving you advice, and just having a good old conversation. So make sure you email us all of your issues and dilemmas now at storytime@GhanaTalksRadio.com. That's storytime@GhanaTalksRadio.com. Make sure you tune in. That's every 2 weeks. Every second Sunday on Ghana Talks Radio at 2 p.m. Listen back by visiting the podcast section on www.GhanaTalksRadio.com. We're waiting for you.
So welcome back to the Cubicle Live on Ghana Talks Radio. We are still here with Mr. Asama Derek, and right now we're looking at Kyeremanten, the fine gentleman, very honorable man. He has been a minister for 6 years, Minister for Trade for 6 years, right, in Akufodo's time. And have you ever heard of a scandal surrounding him or his ministry? I don't think we've heard that before. The cash for seed, I mean, it was energy ministry, oh? Yes. So it wasn't him. So since 2016 to 2017 to date,
For him, we've not had any
okay,
kind of
yeah,
scandal
that's
surrounding
for,
him.
I think he's been a gentleman.
Yes, yes.
Not just looking at a man who's I've not known him like I don't let me say you haven't heard you used to hear Alan Cash. I thought like he was just
Cash.
throwing cash around. So
Yeah.
this man there, he's a rich man and blah blah.
A rich
blah.
man.
But right now, looking at the way he has handled himself in the Nanado's administration, everybody knew or knows that he wants to be president.
Yes.
But he had just kept quiet, being his minister for trade.
Yes.
He's been in his corner, doing his 1D, 1F
Yes.
to the best of his ability. Even though we are not
That's
seeing
it.
anything from it.
Yes.
That what they will keep saying. That we are not seeing anything from 1D, 1F as we thought we would. But he has actually kept himself well,
Yeah.
being a gentleman. If you look at him, you see that okay, this guy he looks like someone who can be a president. But the politics not about the way you appear, it's about what we feel about you.
Yes.
He's been saying that we know he wants to become presidential candidate for the NPP, such one of the front runners, including the vice president, and maybe what do you call it?
Dr.
Kyeremanten.
Kutu.
No,
He's also there.
yeah, also in the midst. Recently, he also made a statement. I think we should just compare the two of them actually.
Yeah.
So the former agri minister is saying agriculture will be a good way to develop the country. He said that when we invest in agri, and for he as someone who has been the minister for agri for a long time, he knows how we can take advantage of the sector to develop the country.
Yes.
Now, just recently or yesterday, Mr. Lancaster was also saying that Ghana needs a transformational leader. I don't know what he meant by transformational leader, but he feels he is the one that Ghana should test because he has the qualities of a transformational leader. Obviously, they are doing their politics, they are doing their campaigns, but is it just politics for you? What do you see?
Well, I think that this is still politics. Before I touch on that, I will say that please, if you rise up and you begin to talk, I think you have to revisit certain things that you've said before you start making statements. He's saying that we need a transformational leader. So is he trying to say that Akufo-Addo is not a transformational leader? Is he trying to say that he was with a group who were not transformational?
The question: What was his contribution to this particular?
That is it.
I think one of the jobs that your mama has given them even today. One thing that actually the media didn't pick up in Ghana is that in one of his statements he was saying that we should not just ignore the people who are refusing to take responsibility for where we are right now as a country. And that particular statement, just because it's NDC or he also wants to become president, maybe it's politics. But let's be frank here. All the front runners in the NPP race are all part of this administration.
Yes.
Key members.
Key members.
So you cannot tell us, like as I say, you cannot say Ghana needs transformational leader. Whereas
That's it.
you were
part.
You were in the government,
You
bro.
were in the government, and you were a minister. You were nobody else, like a minister of trade. So what transformation did you bring to the trade ministry?
He can mention 1D, 1F.
Mention.
He actually touted that very much. So
Hey, you touting those ones like 1D, 1F. Hey, me here, I'm not seeing any 1D
maybe I don't see.
without the F.
So 1D, 1F, let's just take it by the name itself, was one district, one factory. Now we have the 216 districts in Ghana.
Yes.
We cannot pinpoint the 216 factories.
But for
Just on
that,
that score
I will, to my best of knowledge, I know that Equi Juice is there.
No, but that's just one.
That is one. But that is what I'm saying, that the moment somebody knows that Equi Juice is there around the Kumfi area, that person knows that one. But what about the rest? What I know on what they were saying is that they wanted to do a private partnership, as they were doing with the cathedral thing, and same applies. I think Kasapreku has joined hand in hand with the government to do same. It's a good initiative. The 1D 1F is a good initiative, but I think they were in a haste to say that one district, one factory. You know the districts that we have. You should have said that we will start with this one, maybe 3 or 4 districts. That one you have ample time. You know, the moment you tell us that you are starting 1D, 1F, one district, one factory all over the country, and you are not able to do everything, then people have the cause to talk. But the moment you pinpoint some district and you start and they work on it to the perfection that we are seeing, then people will know that, oh, you mentioned that you do one at this district. You've done it.
Don't you think that this it actually gives an opportunity to do that when if he becomes president?
Yes, I think that he's beefing up whatever thing that he thinks that he has done. So he will use that one as a yardstick and stand on it and say that, oh, I was part of it. I championed the 1D, 1F. I did this. We need a transform. So as I'm thinking about transformation, this is what I think. Yes, hey, please, that one is to your name. But what about the bad side? What is happening with traders who were bringing their goods to Ghana and they were finding difficulty? The charges at the port, the increment in everything that they were paying,
and how it contributed to the rise of course.
Yes. So what about those ones? What did you do about them? I want people who will be frank with us.
But to be very frank with you, bro, I don't think any of them any of them should be campaigning. I don't know.
No, I think that they have to.
Now,
because
Ghana, we have a big problem. And that problem, it would take, like I always say, I always say that these gentlemen, they are very successful people that we all look up to.
Yeah.
There's no day in my life that I will look at Alan Cash, Dr. Okoto, Ose, John Dramani Mahama, Kennedy Japan, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, any of them. I said, no, you come on, these are still gentlemen. These are people who've grown in their own ways.
Yes.
It may be that they have grown in politics as well, obviously, but that doesn't mean that that's just what they are made of. They're made of more. But when it comes to running the country, it looks like no. It looks like they are not doing as we the young people are expecting them to do.
I think you continue.
For example, you cannot just, for me, I don't think that you can be part of this government and still claim that you want to become president of Ghana. In the sense that, especially the statement you are making, Agri can develop the country. I'm the transformational leader.
Yes.
I'm like, bro, no, you are not. Like, Agri cannot develop the country because if you've been Agri minister,
yes,
you have been trade minister, you are vice president. There is no power that goes beyond vice president apart from president. You understand? There's no power that goes beyond cabinet minister apart from the president himself sitting at the cabinet.
Yes.
And you are all part of one party.
Yes.
So if you should take responsibility before.
Yes.
Just come and tell us that, okay, yes, I was part of the government. This was my contribution, but this is where we failed.
Yes.
This is what I want to continue.
That is what I want to hear.
So just come and just take the responsibility.
That is what I want to hear.
Just take the responsibility so that we all know that, okay, yes, you admitted that you didn't do your best, so that we don't have anybody to choose apart from you people. So yeah, just admit to us, be responsible. Just take the responsibility and tell us that yes, I didn't do my best. But who can you choose apart from me or my brother? So choose the good or lesser evil.
Ghana, sometimes we behave as if we are jokers. We are playing. That one I'll say it because we are joking.
We are not joking.
We are joking because wait, if you have somebody who has been part of government, somebody who will tell you that when my boss was even there, I was running the show. Now that same person is saying that I'm coming back again. I want to come and change this. Hey, chairman, when you were there, what were you doing? Are you now coming to change?
We are going to
yes, both. Me, I'm the kind of person that I want to hit here, hit there. All of them.
One day we have to talk about the fact that our leaders in Ghana, it's like we lack quality leadership. And it's from both sides.
Both sides
of the NDC and the
MPP.
Both sides. It's like what the kind of leadership that we expect from our presidents, especially. It looks like they cannot deliver it.
They can't.
And that's a problem of our democracy in itself because for you to even become a president of the country, you must have allegiances to people have to sponsor, people have to give you money, people have to pay for your campaign, people have to vote for you, people have to put down their lives for you. So before you even come to parliament, the president, you are now a people's property in a sense that you have to pay a lot of people.
Things. Yes.
So for you to even come up with a policy that will even take your friend out of business, it will never happen.
It will never happen.
For you to prosecute your brother, it will never happen.
Yes.
For you to make sure that there's actually proper management of public purse, it will never happen.
It will never happen.
Because the president is just like
a puppet.
Who said that? There was someone used the word against the president. It was a puppet. No. I think Martin Amidu. Was it Martin Amidu? That one.
It was a serious word.
Sorry issue. It was a serious issue. But the president is a puppet. Our president is not a puppet. That's for that.
So we have to be serious with certain things. The youth has to be serious in terms of saying that our leaders, our grown-ups, our people that we had our eyes on, they've disappointed us, and they continue to disappoint us. They want to come back. They want to change certain things. They are saying this: agriculture should develop our country. Yes,
100%.
Because if you read the richest African man, Dangote, what is he engaging in? He will tell you that agriculture is one of the ventures that he will enter someday, and he will, because he knows that place there is a lot that will come out from that side. And if Osea Koto, our doctor, is saying that agriculture is going to base on agriculture to develop our country, I will say that he should tell Nana Addo
that is possible.
That this thing is what we need to do so that our country will develop. Because right now, look at we have a whole lot of plants that we cultivate over here, but foods are expensive. Coconut, I bought coconut one for 4 cedis. One for 4 cedis. So do you expect me to go and buy coconut again?
Charlie, thank you so much. Ghana, we have a lot of issues, we have a lot of debates. It's all about us bringing awareness and to the fact that we as young people are not oblivious of what's happening to our country. We also have a role to play, and we have to point it out. Thank you so much for monitoring. This has been a Kyeremanten with me, Lansa Haruna, and then my good brother here, Mr. Asamada. We've been held down by DJ coverage. Stay with us. We have a lot of programs, a lot of exciting shows coming your way later, and then let's enjoy some good music with DJ coverage until DA Trends at 8 p.m. Stay. Bye bye.
We are hoping, say that one day things go better.